夢を見たのだ。ガガンバが死んでいた。私たちはただの親子じゃない。
Welcome to Anime Town. Today we'll be talking about the top 10 most anticipated animes of fall 2021. Definitely look forward to the top 4 picks. Make sure you have pushed that like and subscribe button. Well then, shall we begin? The first one on our list is
あの時俺はまだ知らなかったんだ。
赤い月がお前の歌を認めた。
証を得た。
Number 10, Visual Prison. This one is an anime original by A1 Pictures. There is a boy named Ange. He is a lonely outcast and there is no one whom he can call his family. He ends up leaving his hometown and he heads to a performance of an artist he admires. It is supposed to take place in Harajuku, and it is there he encounters an unconventional battle. Not only is he overwhelmed, he is also struck by an intense amount of pain. Now guys, this is just the starting point of the story. Since it is an anime original, we can't say much yet, but just know there'll be plenty of main characters, or rather, this is going to be a character-oriented series. Number 9, Sax and Guns. The story takes place in the future. Humans have been pushed to the underground and they now live there in cramped colonies of this underground world called Labyrinth. But what's interesting is that each colony has its own traits. There can be one with an insane intensity of temperature, and there can also be one with a stupid amount of gold. And among all those colonies, there's a colony named Pinyin where a young 9-year-old girl named Memepu resides. However, what would happen when undesirable circumstances makes the girl and her father go on an adventure? Number 8, Osama Ranking. Adapted from a web manga, this story revolves around a dwarf, powerless, and mostly useless prince who is incapable of even wielding a children's sword. However, since he is the firstborn son, he doesn't hold back on his ambitions and always dreams of becoming the world's greatest king, even though others often question his future and wonder how a guy like him can become a king in the first place. Eventually, the prince makes his first ever friend. It is literally a shadow who is not only conscious but also understands him. To put it simply, this is the prince's coming of age story as he continues to meet new people after his encounter with his new friend named Kage. This is going to be a highly unconventional anime, so look forward to it. Number 7, Paladin of the End. We also have a major adventure fantasy coming up this fall. The story takes place in a city of the dead. It is thoroughly ruined over time and is disconnected to the human civilization. But there lives a child. His name is Will, and he is being taken care of by 3 undead that raise him good and teach him everything they can. However, it was only a matter of time before Will questions his identity. Just who is he? So he decides to unravel the mysteries of his homeland, the distant past, and how it's all connected. And at the end of it all, the boy will become a paladin.
ちゃんと生きて、そして死ぬ。最果てのパラディン、2021年10月、放送開始。お久しぶりです、灯火の神様。
Number 6, Barao no Suretsu. This is a historical drama with supernatural elements and then some. there is a Duke of New York who seeks to claim the right to the throne so that he can become the next king. But one day, the Duke gains a baby named Richard, but Richard is neither male nor female. Rather, Richard possesses qualities of both sexes. In the end, Richard ends up becoming a victim of the mother's abuse, had to live a dark childhood, often felt disgusted about the unusual body, and always had an adverse reaction to being called a demon. Now, how will this seemingly dark story take place?
私、社会人2年目、五十嵐双葉です。やたらでかくてガサツなこの先輩がめっちゃうざくて悩んでいます。
Number 5. My senpai is annoying. Here we have a rom-com that basically centers around two co-workers. We have the chronically annoyed Igarashi, who has started her new job, and her senpai, whom she always finds to be just too annoying. She hates how he laughs, she hates his big size, and she also hates how he treats her like a kid only because she is short and looks a bit younger. To Igarashi, her senpai is always the embodiment of all things annoying, and she sees him as nothing more than that. But is that really the case? Will anything change once she learns more about him? This is going to be a simple yet refreshing romance comedy.
俺たちのアニメもみんなに見てもらえるといいな。
ですね。せーの、一輪車。
Alright, time for the top 4 most anticipated animes of fall 2021.
失礼します。お背中流します。作っておきました。
何をしている。まるで子供だな。僕を好きになりたいだと。
Number 4. Taisho Otomo Otogi Banashi. Here we have a historical slice of life adapted from a well-written and highly appreciated manga. The main character, Tamahiko, is the youngest son of the prestigious Shinma family. His family is blessed with great fortune, and that's why it wasn't any possessions or stuff he sought as a child. All he wanted was some affection from his mostly distant family. Things get tougher when he loses his mother and his hand is rendered incapable because of an accident. He ends up getting cast aside by his father and is made to live all alone so that he doesn't ruin the family's reputation. He is living a life of loneliness, but it changes when one day a girl shows up at his door and claims that Tamahiko's father sent her to be his bride. And now, as she gradually comes into his life, Tamahiko's deep emotional scars also begin to heal. Slowly but surely, both of them enter the springtime of their first love. For all of you romance fans out there, I am sure you are going to love this one.
ゆずちゃんお嫁さんになるわ。
白鳥小鳥です。私は下の村に住む者です。よろしくね。
天使。
私はナッセ、未来君だけの天使。新しい神様にふさわしい人を選ぶの。
Number 3. Platinum End. An anime adaptation of another series created by the authors of Death Note. Platinum End is a psychological drama shonen that follows the story of a young boy named Mirai. His parents died and he was left all alone with his abusive relatives, and for that, he eventually went into depression. He decided that he will end his life on his middle school graduation, but is fortunately saved by a beaming white girl named Nases. She is a guardian angel and she ends up giving Mirai supernatural powers so that he can achieve happiness by becoming a god. But in order to do that, he must get rid of the other 12 candidates within 999 days.
天使の矢で殺せばいいよ。
こんな簡単に人が死ぬ。
素敵でしょ。
またはその症状を持つ人を指す。留意すべきは苦手とするだけで関わりを持ちたくないとは思っていないことだ。
Number 2. Komisan Can't Communicate. For years, Komisan's fans have waited for the anime adaptation of this manga. They waited and waited, and now finally in the year 2021, Komisan Can't Communicate will receive an anime adaptation. The story starts with Shoko, Komi's first day at school. It is a prestigious private academy, and it barely takes her any time to become a prominent figure in the student body of this school. With her long hair, tall stature, and a considerably graceful aura, she manages to catch the attention of nearly everyone. However, as you might have already guessed from the title, despite the fact that she is so popular, she is just downright terrible at communicating with others. Then there is a boy who sits next to her. His name is Tadano. He is everyone's sworn enemy. This anime is going to be huge when it comes out.
僕は知っている。古見さんがコミュ障であること。色がつき始めた。そう。それはあの街で見た。青。
Number 1. Blue Period. High school days are an integral period of one's life, as one has to decide what they want to do next, and regardless of the decisions they make, it ultimately changes the trajectory of their lives. Such is the story of an intelligent and hard-working delinquent named Yatora. He is a good student and always scores good on his tests, but truth be told, he is quite bored of his normal life. He doesn't really enjoy studying, he doesn't really enjoy hanging out with others either, and for that reason, he often envies those who have considerably more colorful lives. That is, until he discovers the beauty and joy of art. Now, as he wonders about which career path to choose, will Yatora remain scared or will he take the chance? Either way, this is one anime that you definitely shouldn't miss out on.
描く苦悩、その全てが楽しい。ブルーピリオド。
So there you go, guys. These were the top 10 most anticipated anime of fall 2021. Press that like button if you enjoyed the video, subscribe, and leave a comment saying I subscribed, and I'll personally reply to your comment. Don't forget to tell us about the anime you are looking forward to the most. Well then, I'll see you guys on my next video.